G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we are looking at the War for Cybertron Kingdom, Warpath. And for starters, he is a nice little figure. He's the only figure I've got from this line. I held off from getting Cyclonus because I knew I was going to get the Fans Toy Cyclonus, and technically I am going to get the Fans Toys Warpath too when I get the money. But yeah, so, and here's a nice little tank. He does roll on false wheels. Turret can do a full 360. The cannon can go up a bit, not really down. I was going to say you could probably motivate that, but no. Does look nice. Do like the colors, although this bleeding through the white, the lack of brown, is a little disconcerting. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not Takara or anything, but you know, they could have done a little bit better. Nice Autobot logo there. As we saw, there is from the bottom, and the wheels moved a little bit. Obviously, tracks do not move. They are a solid piece with nice white paint. You have various explosion points. You can put one here. You can put one here. You can also tab things into the sides. Here, and here. Even one at the back if you want, and under here, but those more for transformation. But hey, it's your figure, do what you want with it. There's even one here, so you can obviously merge your modulators and whatnot with this. So there we go. And here he is next to Windblade. Obviously, she is a lot longer than he is, a lot wider than he is, and I think he's just a little bit shorter, only because of the sword. So let's get down to transformation. And I admit I completely forgot how this guy transformed before I did this. So I had to re-remember it all over again. So first things first, you're going to take this piece off. Yes, he's a little bit of a parts former, but only a little bit. So we'll put that off to the side. Next, we are going to... just trying to think of the first way to get to this. So we'll just, well, that just untabbed itself, but we'll just move the turret out of the way, and then we'll come into here and just sort of wiggle things down like so. These untab pretty easily, and they just tab into here. So we might as well do the legs first. So you're going to unhook this tabs behind there, unhook and bring these down. I won't bother cutting away because it won't take that long. Next, we're going to untab that bit here and just pull that back to give us some room, a little bit of room. And then this does do some pretty cool things with the leg transformation. So you're going to rotate it in, so it's flat here. Then you're going to fold this back, and providing you put that in first, and then this can come around and that will tab in right there to there. Rotate his leg around, and voila, you have a leg all done. And we can do it again. We'll just untab here, fold that down. That's fold in, so that can just wrap around, fold that around, fold this around, and tab in the right place, and rotate his legs around, and they're all done. All right, next we will move the turret back into place. That we're going to come back here, flip this up, flip this in, and flip this down. And I will admit, trying to get this back up can be a pain in the butt. So it's a matter of getting down, so like so. We will get into here first before we get any further. We will pull this back. We will flip up his head. We'll leave the spin around for last. Slide that back up, and then this is going to come up. and just sort of tab in the back there. So this, the inside of this sort of tabs into his back. Then we can just come to the sides, just untab his track, fold that in, untab the other track, fold that in. Now, per the transformation instructions, you're supposed to push in the cannon and then you rotate the head. And there we go, we have Warpath. He does look good. He is a very good Warpath. I'll say that again in a minute. He's a very good Warpath. If you collect chugs and all that, go nuts. Get him. I was planning originally to get War Dog, Bad Cube's War Dog, but I can't get him anywhere anymore. And just going by the look of Fan Toys, Sheridan, it's a better choice, but I'm still happy I got this guy. Personally, I prefer to leave his cannon sticking out because as far as I'm concerned, that's how Warpath should look. A huge cannon on his chest ready to blow away Decepticons. So, we can get down to the accessory, which is this, just a shield. And you can, of course, plug it into any of these ports that you want. He doesn't come with an actual gun. There is his gun. Warpath only needs his cannon, and that is it. So you can put that in there, you can put that in there. You can put it now into these leg ones that are shown up if that's what you want. But what I usually do is I just put it back here. If I can untap it again. Yeah. And I just plug it in there. And just give him sort of a shade. So there we go. But we'll pull that out for the moment and we will get down to articulation. Not that it really matters with that, but yeah, I'll just be nice about it. So the head can do a full 360. It can look up a little bit. It can't really look, it can look down a tiny bit. Also, I notice his eyes are really black. I'm pretty sure he had more of a bluish. Anywho, arms can do a full 360. They can go out that far. They have elbow rotation. They have a single jointed elbow that gets them to that far. Of course, that hangs off the side, but what are you going to do with a chug? He does have, if I can get my hands in the right spot, he does have waist rotation. It's just awkward to get to. His legs go up that far. They only go back. Well, I suppose if you lift up that flap, it goes back that far. He has thigh rotation. He has single jointed knee, which gets him just under 9 degrees. He has a huge ankle tilt if you use the transformation joint. Of course, that just starts separating things. Get back in there. So, but you can use it however you prefer. Can't really move up or down, but I suppose if you move that, no, not really. It's still locked into place. Get that joint back into place. Then I think I've just popped off part of it too. So there we go, fixed up. So there we go. There is Warpath and all his articulation. And the articulation is pretty good, all things considered. And of course, we can't have a size comparison without MP10, and I will not lie, ever since doing that video, I have been considering getting transformations? No, that's not it. Transformations, that's my Sonicons. The third-party Optimus that I'd mentioned last time that for some reason I'm just completely blanking on. So there we go. So there we are. There is Warpath. I hope you enjoyed this review. It is a little bit shorter, but I suppose when it comes to, thank you if you could hear that car just speed past. Obviously being Chug, it is a little bit easier for transformation, not so many parts, but still a great figure. I just wish that the paint in the elbows and whatnot was painted a bit better, but I'm not too worried about it. So if you liked this video, maybe leave me a like. If you didn't like this video, leave me a dislike. It will not hurt me, I promise you. Maybe subscribe, ring the bell if you really want all those notifications. Maybe even leave me a comment. You know, being told about replacing my light or giving me details for the gears, top stuff, mates. So, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.